Hey everyone, it's time for another Guild War. Today is the hopefully Elvira showcase, but it's the first Guild War with Elvira enabled, Moonlight Elvira that is. So let's see if we can make use of her. So let's dive right in. Today we're fighting against a guild called KeroDojo. Just a quick fun fact, we lost the last Guild War. And the guild wasn't that good, to be honest. But it do be like that sometimes. Anyway, we got our first test subject. 8-man is his name. Round 1, Ludwig, Renat, and Boss Aronka. We'll be going with my mate. I gave him more bulk this time around compared to last time, because last time did not feel safe. Then we've got Salami, 300 free speed, good stats, should be fine. On Sweet Miracle, which is the important part, because that allows us, if the Ludwig goes second, which I do expect him to do, allows us to basically copy Nodos, reset field, etc., and will be Tamaguchi. And then Nodos standard build to nuke the Renak. Now, I know from the scouts, it's POV immunity, Aronka. It's going to be cringe, and we're probably going to need a second Notos rotation, but so be it. It's only second Notos on the second team, Notos, Setsuka, and Biblis. Usually, the go-to comp for this is Briar. This is my Briar, by the way, for this, just effectiveness. This is the DN, so you would also use her, standard build here. And then instead of Elvira, my Elvira isn't the best, I'll be honest. I probably need like 500 more attack, but I'm gonna farm. I'm also offset, which is kind of But for the time being, this shall be fine. It should still do the job quite well, brackets I hope. And yeah, we'll see how this goes. I'm banking on the fact that I do kill the Nodos, which is very important. Otherwise, we might be cooked. But since he's on Holy Second or POV, I should be fine. All right, and instead of Elvira, I would usually use Commander Pavel in this case, but we do want to showcase Elvira, so we'll use that. All right, let's see how this goes. Low-key nervous about round 2. The only thing I'm actually nervous about is potentially not killing the Notos. All right, it's unlucky that Salami got pushed back here. I really dislike that. Because Nodos goes before Salami now, but I can still do the magic trick, so it's fine. Yeah, nobody benefits off of this, which is kind of unlucky. Alright, I do want to get rid of Obalt's funny buff, so I'll reset anyway, give myself skill null, heal myself back to full with Salome, and we shall be fine. Oh, it's quite a lot of damage, I'll be honest. Alright, all good. Let's not push her too much, so I'll just S3. Running through too many hoops, I'll be honest. So I do expect Renat to take a turn here. So that just is 3. Nodos finally taking a turn. I wasted my F3, but oh man. Whatever, at least we had enough time to stack up souls, so we'll get rid of Renat. She's the most annoying. By stealing stats off of our Salami. So bye-bye Renat in this case. Right. Let's blast him. Bro's quite tanky, but it's fine. We have enough souls again for Sober on Nodos, which is excellent. I'm gonna do this, more souls. Totally not needed. I could have also... actually, I should have just S1'd. Like, what am I doing? I'm brain dead. But, oh well. Whatever. Can't lose from this point onwards. Oh, we even killed. Nice. Alright. Let's see, buddy, how fast you are. No immunity on these 2 units, brother. That is so cap. Also, this notice is quite fast. 230-ish, I would assume. Oh, we did land Deathbreak on Nodos. That's so important. Also, Deathbreak on Biblusi. But the Deathbreak on Nodos might actually save us here, which is very nice. Oh yeah, Nodos is super dead. Let's check the damage. 28k. Poof! Enemy team disappeared. Very nice and clean. I like that one. Alright, let's move on to the next attack. Alright, second attack of the day against Golden R. Round 1, we've got a classic Genesis Ras, Lady of the Scales, and Frieren. So we'll be going with another Notos, but this time we're using Stripper Illinov. This is the Illinov belt. Standard stuff. Christie for ER, so we don't get randomly stripped by Frieren, and then for some reason the Genesis Ras hits the Nodos debuff Sil and it's 1 life gone. We don't want to see that. So again, for the safe route, it's still super safe. Nobody should die here. And then round 2 is going to be also interesting. It's again Nodos and Biblis, but this time protected by Boss Arunka. I'm using exactly the same team. So here's Brian, if you're watching only this part. Here's Dien. And here's Elvira. So this time we will be forced to attack the Boss Arunka. We know that the Boss Arunka is on POV and only 20k HP. So my since Elvira full penetrates, she will die for sure. We just did 28k on Notos, so that should be fine. The more interesting part is, will I be able to outspeed? That I don't know. Outspeed, I mean lap in this case. So what needs to happen is, and I'm fairly confident because 280 speed is kind of huge, and she gets CR push. So I hope, and we push Notos back for sure. So just by napkin math, I should be able to lap Notos after I kill the Barunka and S1 into Notos. We'll see how this pans out, but I'm still fairly confident in winning this. Because Biblis, if she survives, she won't be able to fully cleanse me off. And I should still lap her as well. Alright, Frieren goes, 7.7k, so standard DPS Frieren. Alright. Just 2 goes on to, yep, Christie. I believe Christie dies. Oh well. Unfortunate, but what can you do? Yeah, she's super dead. Just S1. I mean, this goes into Illinov now. Alright, Notos takes a turn. We'll get rid of Frieren here. We should proc Genesis Ras. Perfect. We'll now hit Scales. So she misses most of her heal. Very nice. And this is goodbye, Scales. A little bit unlucky with the Christie, but it's kinda whatever, honestly. Alright, here comes the more interesting part. Do we have enough damage and enough speed? So Nodos is 68%. We pushed back 20, right? 30 even, so he's at 38. Yeah, I will lap for sure. I will even lap the Biblis because she's even slower than Nodos, so it's all Gucci. We did land Death Break on Notos. Not that it matters. I think actually it does matter for DN's damage, because DN deals quite a lot of damage. So it's pretty good. Yeah, Notos basically did rocket. It's not Rocket Punch. So this should get rid. Oh yeah, we get the curse too. The curse might actually explode the entire enemy team. It indeed does. This unit is unethical. Holy. This is really crazy. Let's move on to the last attack. Alright, last attack of today. We have an interesting one yet again, because this will hopefully show the strength of Elvira. Round 1, kind of boring, I'll leave it. Notice Biblis, ill enough. So this guy really... I could have used this, by the way. It would probably still work, because we sealed the ill enough, and it's GG. Because Elvira full pens, but since we seal ill enough, we still full pen. So that will work. But I do want to try the bottom team as is. So I re-geared my Briar a bit. She's now 100% crit. Bad build, but it doesn't matter. All that matters is she's top speed. And as 100% crit, the rest is kind of whatever. She's also release imprint, as you can tell. Same DN as we've just used twice in a row. And this is my Commander Pavel, still an Aldi build or Wish.com build, depending on whether you live in the US or in Europe. You would hopefully acknowledge the reference. So it's very bad, but what ifs. Now we've got my second team, Zeo 265, 300 something, 307, Witch of the Beer, Tenebria, 100 effectiveness should be good enough for all of these units, unless we get 6 tuple resisted, and then we've got the same Elvira as we've seen before. So Renak, so this guy's entirely banking on Renak and or Arnelt outspeed, but since I am on the Refracted Desire artifact on Witch of the Mere, I will get a 20% push, because Zeo is obviously going to take first turn, and Witch of the Mere Tenebria has an equivalent of 383 speed at this point. She will move second. And Zeo at 265 speed, it's virtually impossible. Even with speed RNG, his 353 equivalent. This isn't Ahunyan, rank 1 woman, so none of these units will outspeed me here. Alright, let's dive right in and see how MJ3 performs. I probably should have checked the report, if there is any, whether these are trap RNLs and whether this is a trap RNL or not, but too late. We'll find out the hard way. No death break or no dose, unfortunately. That is whatever. We will kill on the ES3. I hope. Oh yeah. Worried for nothing, fake panic. Oh, my heart stopped the beat when I saw Holy Sack, but then I remembered Extinction and I have Briar. Alright, let's see. So we need one push, which is fine. I will push back. Would I even push back, honestly? I'd push back though. There's the least amount of chance that she can dodge, so... Alright, let's not ruin my day, Tenebria. Oh yeah, we even outspeed. That's fantastic. So I will just go for... I don't know, Renak probably has the most HP, so let's go for Renak. She also can dodge, which is very nice. Yeah, that's the unit, man. Super nice and clean. Alright, let's move over to the outro screen. So thank you all for watching. Perfect Elvira showcase, all 3 attacks. But yeah, for the most part, she was used with DN, and I feel like every unit paired with the N excels in their role, so it's kind of not fair. But still, the fact that I could basically one tap that Arunka Noto's Biblis team is wild. Like, sure, the team was basically dead after the N is freed, but the fact that I can just is free the boss Arunka just explodes from the damage, and the curse does his own thing and blows up Biblis and Nodos as well. That's kind of wild, honestly. But yeah, good showcase. The unit's really busted, so I'll have to farm more gear to get it to 4k attack and maybe a little bit more bulk. But otherwise, I'm really happy about this unit. So thank you all for watching. Have a great weekend. We'll see each other next time. Bye-bye.